Hi guys, in this video we will look at how to use graphic object the button. Button objects are contained in the buttons and switches library. Let's open the properties of the object. And as you can see, the button has several tabs, each of which corresponds to a property of the same name. Let's take a closer look at the control property and its functions. I created several buttons with different functions to show how each function works. Function set. This function writes the value true to the bound tag. In our example, when this button is clicked, true will be written to the tag lamp1. The lamp object is also bound to the tag lamp1, and if its value is true, the color of the lamp will be red. Reset function. This function writes false to the tag. Here everything is exactly the opposite to set function. Let's test it. Run the simulation. Here we can see the tag lamp1 has value false. Click button and tag's value becomes true. Lamp becomes red. Click reset button and the tag's value becomes the opposite. Stop the simulation and move on to the next button function. Toggle function. If the current value of the tag is true, then the tag value will be set to false. If the tag's current value is false, the tag value will be set to true. The control property is bound to the tag lamp2, and the lamp is also bound to this tag. Its fill color property is configured so that if the tag is true, the fill color is red, and if false, the fill color is black. Let's test it. Run the simulation, and let's watch the tag lamp2. Its value is false. Click button. Tag's value becomes true. The lamp becomes red. Click button again. And tag's value is false and lamp's fill color is black. So using function toggle, we toggle tag's value. Stop the simulation. The next function is enter value. This function calls a dialog box for writing a value to a tag. The button and the analog meter are bound to tag temperature. Using the button, we will set the value of the tag, and the set value will be displayed on the analog meter. Let's run the simulation. Click button and set temperature. Stop the simulation and move on to the next button function. Set value. This function writes a specific value to a tag. The difference from the previous function is that the previous one opens a dialog box and you can set any value to the tag. And this function sets one specific value that you define in this function. We will set the fan speed to 1000. The button and the fan are bound to the fan tag. Let's check. Run the simulation. Watch the fan tag. Click button. Tag's value became 1000, so we set speed 1000 to the fan. Stop the simulation. The next function is push. While you hold the button clicked, the value of the tag will be true. When you release the button, the value of the tag will become false. This function can be used, for example, for some manual operations. Let's check. Run the simulation. Watch the conveyor tag. Click the button. Release. Stop simulation. The push function can also be used to run a script. We have a simple script, make screenshot, that will take a screenshot of the screen. The screenshot file name will be screenshot and it will be placed to the folder that you specified in Object Properties, Events and History Report folder. To execute the script, we specified the script type tag, and we will use a helper tag run script. This tag is of type Boolean, and in the script tab, we bound our script and indicated that if tag's value is equal to 1 or true, the script will be executed. Let's check. Run the simulation. Click button. The script was executed, and let's look at our screenshot. Go to the folder, and here is our file. Similarly, at the click of a button, you can upload reports to PDF, Excel, send them by email, etc. To do this, use the appropriate functions in the script. Stop the simulation and move on to the next function, call popup. This function calls the specified screen of popup type. We have a detailed popup screen, and when you click on the button, this window will appear. We also have a transparent button with the function call popup, which is upon the analog meter. It seems you click on the analog meter object and call popup. In this way, you can show information about this object, for example. Let's check. Run the simulation and call details popup. Here it is. In the popup screen, we placed a button with close popup function. Now let's try our transparent button, and we get the same popup. Stop the simulation. When you use the call popup, call screen, or close popup function, you can pass commands and arguments that then will be used in the script. You can see an example in the user manual. The link will be in the description. The next function is call screen. This function calls the specified screen of type general. Let's try it. Run the simulation. Click the button. And now we have report screen opened. In this screen, we placed a button with function build report. Let's generate a report. Set start date, end date, and click button. And let's go back to the main screen using the button with the call screen function. The next function is show hide main menu. The main menu must first be created. We showed how to do this in one of the previous videos. Let's try this function. Here our main menu. Stop the simulation and move on to the next function. Call external software. This function calls an external program using commands and arguments field. How to call external programs on different operating systems is indicated in the user manual. In our example, we will call the numbers application on macOS. Therefore, in the command and arguments field, we need to specify the following command. Note that to call an external program, you must specify the command in this field as if you were using a terminal. Let's test it. Run simulation and click button. And you see numbers application is loading. Stop the simulation. The next functions are login and logout. To check them, let's create two users. Operator. Set access level to him 0 and revoke the operator's rights, can close and can stop. The second user is engineer. Let's set a higher access level 1 and set all rights to him. How to set up users? See the previous video. Now let's save and run the simulation. Log in as operator. Here you can see the current username. And now let's try function login. This function is used to change the user without closing or stopping the application. Let's log in as an engineer. Now the current username is engineer. Function logout. This function logs out the current user, while the application also does not stop working. As a result of this function, the application will continue to work under the user with the lowest access level. Click the button, and you see the application continue working under operator, because his access level is lower than engineer's. The next function is close application. However, if the current user does not have such rights, then this user will not be able to do this. In our example, operator can't do it. Let's check. Click the button, and you see our application continues working. Now let's log in as engineer and close application. So we closed the application. We looked at all the button functions from the control property. We will look at how other properties work in the following videos. That's all. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to contact us by email or in our forum. Subscribe to our channel so you don't miss new videos. Thank you for watching.